Most people imagine the future of space as fast, loud, and dramatic. Explosions, bright engine flares, heroes racing against time. But real space is quiet. No sound, no rush, only distance and time. And within that silence, something far more important than adventure is slowly taking shape. Infrastructure. Because the moment humanity stops visiting space and starts staying, space changes its meaning. It is no longer a destination, it becomes a system. Exploration is emotional, logistics is practical. Explorers arrive first, but they never stay alone. What determines survival is not courage, but supply. Food, fuel, replacement parts, medical equipment, structural materials. Everything a civilization depends on must be moved. On Earth, logistics is invisible. Ships cross oceans, trucks move through the night. In space, logistics is exposed. Every kilogram matters. Every decision echoes for months. There are no shortcuts, no emergency deliveries, only planning. Science fiction often celebrates speed. Warp drives, hyperspace jumps, instant arrival. Reality disagrees. In space, speed is expensive. Fuel is limited. Energy is precious. Mistakes cannot be undone easily. That is why Future.Space.Freight will not rush. It will drift. Continuous propulsion systems replace explosive power. Ion engines, plasma drives, fusion-based concepts. They do not accelerate violently. They push, gently, for a very long time. Weeks, months, sometimes years. Not to arrive quickly, but to arrive reliably. Future freight ships are not beautiful in the traditional sense. They are not built for admiration. They are built to function. No aerodynamic shapes, no unnecessary curves. In vacuum, form follows purpose. Large structural spines, external cargo modules, replaceable sections. If something fails, it is removed. Not repaired emotionally, replaced logically. These ships are not homes, they are tools. And like all good tools, they are quiet. On future space freighters, humans are secondary. Cargo is primary. Mass distribution is calculated precisely. Radiation exposure is monitored constantly. Thermal balance is maintained without interruption. Some cargo breathes, some cargo freezes, some cargo must remain perfectly still. Every container tells a story of where it is going and why. In space, cargo is not just material, it is intention. Most future space freight operations will not involve human hands. Autonomous systems navigate. Artificial intelligence monitors. Algorithms correct micro-error before humans even notice them. Not because humans are weak, but because space rewards patience more than reflex. Heroism is unpredictable. Systems are not. And in an environment where one failure can end everything, predictability is safety. When humans do step outside, their suit becomes their world. Not a uniform, not a costume, a life support system. Radiation layers, active temperature control, flexible pressure zones, integrated displays, biometric monitoring, emergency autonomy. The suit does not make the human stronger, it makes survival possible. Future space travel will not be point-to-point. It will be networked.
Inbound Vector 174. Request docking clearance.
Atlas 3, Delta copies. Hold at 2 kilometers.
Stations become ports. Orbits become highways. Timing becomes currency. Ships move between hubs, not worlds. Just like maritime trade once shaped Earth.
Copy, Delta. Holding at 2 clicks. Velocity stable.
Station confirms stable approach. Autonomous alignment engaged.
Humans do not disappear from space.
Relative speed.
They change roles. They plan. They supervise. They decide when systems fail. They are not everywhere. They are where judgment matters. If we step back now and look at the bigger picture, a pattern becomes visible. Space travel, as we imagined it for decades, was always about movement. Fast movement, heroic movement, individual movement. But the future we explored tonight is different. It is not centered around passengers. It is centered around payloads. The true backbone of a spacefaring civilization will not be exploration vessels. It will be freight systems. Because exploration proves possibility. Logistics proves sustainability. A rocket launch is impressive. A supply chain is transformative. One inspires headlines. The other builds permanence. Without reliable freight movement, lunar bases remain temporary. Mars missions remain experimental. Orbital industry remains fragile. With reliable freight movement, habitats expand. Manufacturing stabilizes. Fuel depots enable deeper missions. Space stops being an event and becomes an economy. And that is the true shift. Space travel is about going somewhere. Space freight is about making that somewhere viable. A civilization does not expand because it can arrive. It expands because it can maintain. When fuel can be transferred between orbits efficiently, when spare parts arrive predictably, when cargo hubs connect planetary systems, distance becomes manageable. Not small, not easy, but manageable. The future of space travel will therefore depend on three pillars: energy efficiency, automation, infrastructure networks. Speed will matter less than timing. Comfort will matter less than redundancy. Heroism will matter less than reliability. And perhaps this is the quiet truth that changes everything. The expansion of humanity into space will not feel dramatic. It will feel gradual, systematic, measured. One cargo route at a time, one orbital hub at a time, one standardized module at a time. And once that network exists, space travel itself will transform. Passenger transport becomes safer. Interplanetary research becomes routine. Deep space missions become strategically possible. Because when logistics stabilizes the near frontier, exploration can push the far frontier. And this leads to an important question. If freight ships build the foundation, what will cities in orbit look like? How will artificial gravity be engineered? How will radiation shielding scale? How will space industry operate continuously? What does a permanent human economy beyond Earth truly require? In our next exploration, we will move from freight vessels to orbital infrastructure, from transport to habitation. Because once cargo can move reliably between worlds, the next logical step is simple: build something worth staying for. Until then, the ships continue drifting, silently, patiently, carrying the future between worlds. Because the future of space isn't about arrival, it's about infrastructure. This is Future Space Freight.